Yes, welcome to a video lesson 5 of module 2, and I want to believe that you did good practice on creating loan accounts. You also did good practice on creating a credit card account type and also creating sub accounts. Now, before we dive into something new in this lesson, uh, I want to go back a little bit and show you something that I think it's very important just on the chart of accounts, and then from there we are going to proceed, and in this lesson we will be learning a little bit more of how to set up and how to add more information when it comes to customer. But before we dive into that, I want to point out a few things here. We have this account called a professional fee, and you might be asking, so what is that? Now, professional fee, think in terms of you running a business, you're gonna need attorney, uh, attorney services. So professional fee, there are things like the money that you pay to your attorney, maybe to handle legal cases of your business. So that's what you call attorney fees. And then we have insurance, so that we have insurance account, yeah, insurance expenses. Now, insurance expenses, you can actually split the insurance expense and create different sub accounts and end up expenses different insurance fee, like health insurance, car insurance, and all that kind of stuff. Let's actually do it. Let's go to let's open a new account. We want to create a sub account for insurance expense, and this will solidify your skills in creating sub account. We're gonna create a sub account under insurance, and we're gonna have car insurance, and we're gonna also include health insurance, and these ones are going to come in as sub accounts of insurance, which is basically an expense. So we have insurance expense. So good to go to count, and then you click new, and let's see, that is an expense, of course. Then you click continue, and this expense account is going to be a sub account of another account. Let's say we have car insurance, okay, which is an expense. It's car insurance. Car insurance, of course, is an expense, but it's a sub account of a major account. So we click sub account of insurance, which is an expense. So let's look at here it is. So you pick insurance. So the car insurance is going to be an expense account, but it's a sub account of insurance account, and then you click close. So what you're gonna see here is you have insurance expense. Under it we have a sub account called car insurance. Let's add one more sub account called health insurance. So I'm gonna click there, and I'll go to new. This is the expense. I'll click continue, and then I'm gonna call this one health insurance. Okay, health insurance. There you go. It's gonna be a sub account of insurance. So I'll activate sub account of, I'll click right here, and then I'm going to pick insurance, and then close and new. And so you have two sub accounts under insurance account. So I wanted you to see that even for the accounts created for you, you can come in and create a sub account of those accounts. We have I want to point out something on payroll expense. Where do we have that? Expenses, looking for a payroll expense account. We can create payroll expense account. We don't seem to. Yeah, here it is, payroll expense account. So what goes into a payroll expense account? Sometimes you probably maybe you outsource payroll services. So if you pay someone to handle or to handle your payroll services, then that one will come in as a payroll expenses. For instance, if you're using QuickBooks to be able to generate a payroll and you're using the online subscription of the system, then of course you pay for that subscription to be able to get that the service of generating employees payroll. So that one is going to be a payroll expense. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to point that one out for you. We've talked about, of course, we all know rent expense. If you pay rent, then your rent will come under rent expense. Postal and delivery, those are all expense account. Office supplies, if you get office supplies, so that one will come under expense account. So generally you can customize your accounts the way you want. You can create sub accounts of the accounts that you already have, and you can create extra accounts which you do not have, right? So that's very important to note. Now that is it. I hope you are good with creating sub accounts and creating new accounts. I'm gonna close this one now, and now we are going to switch gears. We entered customers, but today I want to show you how to handle something that we didn't handle then. Let me show you, just a minute. I want to show you how to add customer jobs. We created customers, but we did tackle how to add customer jobs effectively. So I'm going to walk you through that. Like this is a customer, and these are the customers that you have, but when you look at these customers, they just customers, there are no jobs here. So we want to assign customer jobs, but before we do that, I want to explain this. QuickBooks is developed to be able to handle the construction industry, and so the assumption here is your customers are clients you carry out projects for. Okay, so you provide them with the service. It could be John, which is our customer, is someone that we do house remodeling for. It could be Kelly, is someone that we have done networking for. So basically the QuickBooks will assume that you do project for your customers as opposed to you sell product, but it doesn't mean that you cannot sell product. You can also sell product. So to talk about customer job is the kind of job that you do for that customer, and so we are going to assign our customer jobs so they can see how this one works. But before we go to that, I want to pick a sample file and show you how customer jobs look like and how you enter customer jobs. So I'm going to pick a sample file. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close this. I want to walk you through sample file. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to come to file, and then I will log off, and then you're going to log into a sample file. Then I want to show you how this one works. The sample file, let's focus on let's pick consulting, wholesale, graphic design, subcontractor business. It will take a few minutes to restore this sample file. One time operation. Would you like to continue? Of course, yes. I want to show you how to assign customers jobs. This is different from when you're selling product. This assumes that you're providing services, and those services could be any kind of a job that you do for your customers. Of course, if you're selling products, then for the customer job, you just leave it, okay, because you're not performing any project for them. So I want to show you both sides of QuickBooks so you know how you can use it if you're providing services or job or project-based services, and when you are directly selling products to your customers. So I want you to be able to use QuickBooks to do both. Remember, when it comes to business, there are two types of business. You could be product-based business, whereby you sell products. In that case, you don't perform any job for a client. And you can have service-based business, and in this case, you provide services. And in the services, that's where you carry out projects for clients, and that's when you talk about customer jobs. A given job that you're doing for your client. It could be you repair TVs, you install softwares, you do networking, you carry out house remodeling, any form of a job that you're providing to your customers. So giving QuickBooks time to build up a sample file. Once the sample file is created, we will be able to dive in, and then I'm gonna show you how we feed in customer jobs, and then you're going to do that practically so you can see it for yourself. Remember, QuickBooks can handle product-based business. It's actually built to handle product-based business, which is mostly where the construction industry falls in. You can also use it to sell purely products, which is where product-based business fall into. So I want you to get a good take and an understanding of both worlds. Then you'll be able to use QuickBooks to do whatever you want to do. Remember also that a business can be both product-based and service-based. So actually, in our case, we're going to run our business job tech as product-based and service-based. So you see how QuickBooks can handle both. It's very, very important, because you don't know where you will, the company you work in, or even you're running your own business, you might want to be able to automate your business. And I want you to be able to use QuickBooks whether you are selling products or whether you are handling or rendering services to your clients. Let's see, this is a QuickBooks sample file. Use it an example or practice while learning QuickBooks. While using QuickBooks, will set blah 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 that they do not use this file. Okay, click OK. So let's show you how this one looks like before we get into it. So I'm gonna click OK, and this is it. This is our sample file. Do you want to set up? No. I'm gonna click this one. It's always indicated you're using a sample file. I want to show you how this one looks like. So when you go to customers, here you are. These are your customer. Notice that you have this customer, Campbell Heather, and we have house construction. This is the job. Okay, if I double click that customer and then I click OK, what you're going to see here is the name of the customer. Okay, Campbell Heather, that's the name of the customer. Company name, there's no company name because this is an individual customer. First name Heather, last name Campbell, and then we have the address of the customer, we have the contact with the customer, the phone number, the email, and all that, right? So of course this is not new. We learned how to enter customer details. Let's go to additional information. Let's go to payment information, and let's see what we have here. Back to, okay, I want to see whether we have the customer job, additional information, category, email. All right, additional information. Okay, so I wanted to show you how they are normally listed. You have the name of the customer and the job that you're doing for that customer. This is another customer, and the job here was kitchen remodeling. And actually there were 2 jobs for this customer: cottage, new construction. We have hubby, the job was again cottage, new construction. We have Molots have secondary story addition. So all these are jobs being performed by these customers, being performed to these customers by this business sample quality build construction. That was their company, and these are the different types of jobs they were performing for these customers. So I want to show you how to add these jobs, because we basically learned how to add customers. I want to show you how to add these jobs, okay, so that you have this kind of listing of customers and jobs. So I'm going to close this one. We're going to switch from using the sample file to using our own company file. So I'm going to click file, and then let's come to previous company, and we want to open our company job tech. So we are switching from that sample file to our real company. Click OK. And here we are. I'm going to close this. I will expand this. Let's go to our customers, and we can actually double click our customer. Click OK. We can change the names to lowercase. That was John for uniformity. John, first name was John. John has a company. It's called Patasi Tech. It's John's company. And Patasi Tech wanna make it small caps, or rather small letters for uniformity. Then this is John Patasi, right? And contact name, it's actually John himself. Let's just edit this, contacting John himself. So we can just have one name, John. We can have the full name, John Patasi. That's phone number, alternative phone number, and all that. All right, let's make this one small case or lowercase. Notice we're doing this just to make sure that there's uniformity. It doesn't have to be lowercase. That's it. PO box, let's adjust this one to PO box. Kitale, we can have this one as a Kitale, and there we are. Now let's click OK. Right, address, that address is okay. Let's click OK and click OK. There we are. So the name has been updated. Now let's see whether we can add a job to John. So we select John, then you come right here and then you add a job, then you click OK. So what do we do for John? We're going to be installing network installation. Remember, we are a tech company, right? Job Tech is a tech company, so we install network for our clients. So network installation. All right, and that's it. No more information that's required. You just click OK. And what you notice, we have this client called John. We are performing network installation for John. Okay, let's go to Kelly. We can improve or change Kelly's info into lowercase. Name is Kelly. Okay. And Kelly's business is called Kelly Suppliers. Kelly Suppliers. This is Mr. Kelly, right? And it's Kelly Limo. Actually, let's contact. We'll be talking to Kelly direct, not his assistant. So you're gonna have Kelly Limo, and that is it. Let's improve this one to Kelly. Actually, gonna have the name of the company here if we want. So you're gonna have Kelly Suppliers. All right, and this is Nairobi. So that is it. The rest is okay. You can complete this name. Province, just leave it, click OK. We can complete this name. So we have Kelly Limo, Kelly Limo. That's okay. So you click OK, and so we have Kelly Limo here. So if you want the full names to appear, like what you notice here, we have only John, and here we have Kelly Limo. So if you want the full names to appear, you edit the names, double click, okay, and give full names here. So this is John Patashi, okay, and then you click OK, and then you're gonna have the full names. Now Kelly Limo, what do you do for Kelly Limo? Let's assign Kelly Limo a job. Kelly Limo, we come to here, let's assign a job. Now we know that Kelly is a supplier, so what could we possibly offer Kelly as a job? Let's say we what kind of a service are we going to be offering Kelly, or what kind of a job as a tech company that we can offer this supplier? All right, let's say Kelly wants to install Wi-Fi in his business. So Wi-Fi installation. Okay, so that's the job we're going to carry out for Kelly. So that's how you assign a job to a given customer, right? And then you click OK. So you're gonna see Kelly Limo. The job that you do for Kelly is Wi-Fi installation. Let's go to the other customer here, Cyrus, and let's make some changes. So we're going to double click to make edit. Okay, so let's make this one lowercase, Silas Moses. Can remove the that name, and gonna have Mr. This is going to be Silas Moses, middle initial M, James. Notice the name that you enter here is the name that appears on the list. That's very, very important. Contact, I'm gonna be contacting Silas direct, so this is going to be Silas Moses, right? And that's it. Address, we're gonna use address for Silas store. It's gonna be Silas stores. It's a PO box. That's a number. It's gonna be Machakos. So, and then this is going to be Kenya, right? And that is it. Contact person, just remove the contact person. This address also going to change, just like the other one. This is actually, I'll just delete the all of this, and I'm going to shift copy to bring that address here. And that is it. Click OK. And here we have Silas. Now let's assign Silas job. I'm gonna go to, I'll click there and add a job. Click OK, and then I can add a job here. But we want to assign several jobs to our customer Cyrus. I'm gonna be carrying out different jobs for Cyrus. So what I'm gonna do is I will select Cyrus, then I'll come right here and then I'll click add multiple customer jobs. And here you can see all your customers, and you can scroll to see their phone number, their contact, all that. So this feature enables you to add as many customers as you want at a go, because what you have here is a place to enter the customer, the company, the Mr., the Miss. So you can list as many customers as you want right here. So that's, I wanted to show you the purpose of using this feature here called add multiple customers. So you can have multiple customer and jobs. You click here and then you list all the customers you want here. Just click list your customer, their store. You change this store to Silas stores. There you are, Silas Mr. You can actually edit from here. Silas M, James, Silas Moses. That's it. And then you click save changes. One customer record have been saved. Click OK. And you can add another customer and another customer and another customer, as many customers as you want. So close this and I'll come back to Silas. Let's add a job to Silas. I'm gonna go to add new job, click OK, and we're going to be doing what kind of a job are we going to be doing for Silas? We're gonna be installing CCTV cameras. Okay, that's a project you're carrying out for Cyrus. Installation. Actually, let's make it CCTV camera installation. So that's the kind of job we're going to do to be carrying out. It's a project you're going to be carrying out for Cyrus Moses, and then you click OK, and there you are. So you can assign customer jobs if you want. That is, if you're providing services. If you're not providing services, then you can sell products. Shall come back to that. Let's add one more job to Cyrus. So I'm gonna select again Cyrus, and then I'll come here and then add another job. We're also going to be installing all right, installing actually point of sale installation. Cyrus runs a store, and so Cyrus wants us to install the point of sale system to be able to run his business. So this is another job we're doing for Cyrus, point of sale POS system installation, and you're going to be doing that for our customer Cyrus. So what I want you to understand here is you can use, your company can be providing services. What you notice is all these are services that you're providing to our clients, and you're going to be charging them for that. So you click OK. So what you notice, there are now two jobs here: CCTV installation, and we have point of sale system installation. So these are jobs we are carrying out for our clients. You notice here when you select a given client, it will show the name of the client and the client details. If you click the job, it will show the job you're doing for the client and then the name of the client and other information. So this is how you add jobs to your clients. Now, what I want you to do is, in the first module when you were creating customers, I told you to add few more customers. So I want you to go to those customers that you added into your system, and I want you to assign jobs to them. Preferably edit their names into small caps so that it looks uniform, just like what you've done, and then add some more jobs or add new jobs to those customers, and get good at adding customer jobs, right? And then in the next lesson, I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do with your customers, and then after that we shall switch gears to something else. So this is your homework at this point. This is your practical exercise. Go to your customers, the one that you added beyond what you did in the module 1. I want you to assign them more. I want you to assign them jobs. I want you to edit those customer information so that it looks uniform. So make lowercase. And I want you also to practice what you did at the beginning of this lesson. That was, we went to charts of accounts, and in the insurance expense, we broke it down into car insurance and health insurance. So that is for the purpose of practice, to make sure that you get these concepts right, because they are very, very important. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Once you've completed that exercise, I'll see you in the next lesson as we take things to the next level. Until then, get good at what you do. Remember, this training is about practical skill. You need to gain the skills. Consuming or listening to the video lessons are not enough. Practicing is what will make you good at working with QuickBooks. So I want you to practice. I want you to implement every single exercise that I give you. So go ahead, implement this exercise that I've given you in this video lesson, and I will see you in the next module as we dive into module 3, where we are going to take things to the next level.